JJD here with another Craft Beer Nation quick beer review. It's been a minute since I've been on here, but tonight we're going to be talking about Jolly Pumpkin's La Roja du Kriek. A lot of you guys probably know Jolly Pumpkin. They're a group of guys out of Dexter, Michigan, really specialize in sours and wild ales. They've been doing this for over 10 years. I think they got started in 2004. They're damn good at it, and they make some really great kind of wild ales and sour ales. So despite the name, La Roja du Kriek, this really isn't a proper Kriek, which is a Belgian style where the ale is actually spontaneously fermented with tart cherries actually in the fermentation. This is one of their wild amber ales, La Roja, which is a great base beer, which is blended with tart Michigan cherry juice. These guys are big time Michigan proponents. The ratio here is I think they do like 60-1, so 3,100 gallons of La Roja mixed with 50 gallons of tart Michigan cherry juice. So let's see what we got going on with this beer here. I've had this beer a few times in the past. This is a recent bottling. This is, whoa, it's a gusher. Shit, I should have known. This is a February 2016 bottling of this beer. And the few times I've had it, it tends to be quite a bit different batch to batch. So what do we got going on here? Look at that. It's it's kind of a light amber with a little bit of reddish tone to it. Probably 2 to 3 fingers of nice head. Very tight bubbles. Good retention. Typically you'll see this subside pretty quickly, but this is hanging on more so than I'm accustomed to with this beer. Yeah, the nose is classic JP. They're known for a yeast which is really earthy, pretty funky. You get all the kind of barnyard notes, leather, hay, wet grass, kind of like damp moldy clay or earth. But smells really nice. And then on top of that earthiness, you get this relatively prominent cherry note to the aroma. Smells pretty tart, smells pretty lambic. You see this thing is subsiding a bit. Let's see what we got here. That's really nice, really nice. The nose is very heavily kind of earthy and bready. The flavor is more dominated by the cherries. You get a lot of tartness up front, almost like a puckering tartness that maybe takes you a little bit to get your head around that. A very highly attenuated dry finish. And absolutely no warmth or alcohol at all. This is a 7.5% beer. The alcohol is really well hidden. You don't get maltiness. You don't get hops at all. It's basically funk and cherries is kind of the main bill of ingredients here. This is a beer that I could imagine. You could either crush this pretty heavily, or you could sip it, depending on your what you prefer. The mouthfeel is a little bit light, but it has enough complexity that it's pretty interesting because there's a lot of different things going on, and then you got that puckering tartness up front, and then this really kind of dry, highly attenuated finish at the back of the sip. So all in, I'd say appearance, I give it a 4.0. It's a great looking beer. The nose is amazing, typical JP, funky, earthy yeast. Also 4.0. The taste is, I'd say 3.75. and the mouth feels probably 3.75. So I'm going to go with a solid 4 for this beer. Another great beer from Jolly Pumpkin, La Roja de Kriek, Dexter, Michigan. Should be relatively widely available. Take a look and try it if you like sour beers at all, and drink responsibly and enjoy. Cheers, kids.